Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're thrilled to have you here with us today. Today we're diving into Joe Lunardi's reaction to the 2025 men's NCAA tournament bracket. If you thought last year's bracket was controversial, wait until you hear what Lunardi has to say about this one. Buckle up, because things got pretty heated. Lunardi didn't hold back his opinions, and neither did the other analysts in the studio. First off, Lunardi pointed out the selection committee's inconsistency in including both Texas and North Carolina. He was particularly vocal about how these decisions seem to contradict the committee's stated criteria. Texas, with its 7 Quad 1 wins and 15 losses, managed to squeeze in. Lunardi acknowledged their strong performances in key games but questioned if their overall record justified their inclusion. But North Carolina? Only 1 Quad 1 win in 13 attempts. Lunardi was baffled by their inclusion, especially given their lackluster performance in high-stakes games. Lunardi just couldn't wrap his head around that. He emphasized that consistency and performance in critical games should be paramount in the selection process. Now, the committee might argue that both teams had 10 combined Quad 1 and Quad 2 wins. This is a point often brought up to justify their decisions, but Lunardi thinks that's missing the point. He believes that the quality of wins should outweigh the quantity, especially when it comes to Quad 1 games. Shouldn't the focus be on high-level wins and the overall message about what's important? Lunardi argues that the committee's decisions send mixed signals to teams about what they need to do to make the tournament. And let's not forget the snubbed teams. West Virginia, for instance. They had a compelling case for inclusion. They had wins over Gonzaga, Arizona, Kansas, and Iowa State, and a 10-10 Big 12 record. Lunardi was particularly vocal about how these significant victories should have secured their spot. Lunardi was adamant they deserved a spot. He felt that their performance in one of the toughest conferences should have been enough to get them in. Indiana, Ohio State, Boise State, they all had strong cases too. Each of these teams had moments of brilliance that Lunardi felt were overlooked. One thing's for sure, Lunardi isn't buying into conspiracy theories. He believes the committee operates with integrity, even if their decisions are sometimes puzzling. Some folks think committee chair Bubba Cunningham, who's North Carolina's AD, might have influenced the decision. This has been a hot topic of debate among fans and analysts alike, but Lunardi stands by the committee's integrity, even if he questions their logic. Other interesting points? He had plenty more to say. Louisville, as an 8 seed, left Lunardi scratching his head. He felt that their seeding didn't reflect their season's performance. With 15 Q1/Q2 wins and an 18-2 ACC record, they deserve better. Lunardi argued that their dominance in the ACC should have earned them a higher seed. And let's talk about the top seeds: Auburn, Duke, Houston, Florida, Tennessee, Alabama, Michigan State, St. John's. These teams are the cream of the crop this season. These teams are absolute powerhouses, racking up 148 combined Q1/Q2 wins. Lunardi praised their consistency and ability to perform under pressure. In the end, Lunardi feels the committee sent mixed messages about what they value more, winning or strength of schedule. This inconsistency, he argues, makes it difficult for teams to understand what they need to do to secure a spot. Sure, selecting the bracket is tough, but including both Texas and North Carolina, big mistake, according to Lunardi. He believes these decisions undermine the credibility of the selection process. That's all for today's breakdown. We hope you enjoyed this deep dive into Lunardi's thoughts on the 2025 bracket. Drop your thoughts in the